name is John Keenan. I'm the president of the board, and I'm happy to be here today to talk about the Historical Society of the Phoenixville area, because your history is our history.
Well, the Society is involved in a lot of different programs and activities to increase its visibility in the community. For example, we hold quarterly meetings where we have a guest speaker who will talk about some aspect of history, usually history of this region. We hold a number of events where we've had guest speakers go out from the Society and speak to school groups and to church groups, civic groups. We've had members that have been public speakers at programs at the Phoenixville Public Library. We've had tours of our museum by student groups. We recently had the 4th grade classes from Barclay Elementary School tour our museum, which was a bit of an adventure, having 100 children. Well, I think the Society has grown at an amazing rate. The first 5 or 6 years, they were an organization without a home. They didn't have a building, and they would meet in various public places, such as a church social hall or in the YMCA, and would meet in people's homes. And in 1980, they had an opportunity to acquire a property. In 1980, 2 churches in town merged, and a building became, in effect, surplus property. And so in the fall of 1980, St. John's Lutheran Church sold the former Central Lutheran Church building to the Historical Society. And that's the beginning of when the Society really started to grow. They took the downstairs level of the church building, converted that into a museum and a research library. They began to collect artifacts and documents and photographs about community history and organize them into a collection that could be researchable by people. Over the years, that has grown. We are now at the point where there are over 40,000 items in our collection. We're talking about 3-dimensional items, physical artifacts that reflect the history of the various factories and industries that were here, not just the iron and steel industry, but other businesses as well. We have a collection that we've accumulated of more than 400 pieces of Etruscan Majolica pottery. We have a photo collection now of about 8,000 or 9,000 photographs that go back into the late 19th century. We have an extensive postcard collection of early picture postcards of Phoenixville. So our growth organizationally has been great. We have more than 400 members. We do a lot of events for our members. We have some public events like an annual Strawberry Festival, which is both a fundraiser, but it's also a chance to share with the community what we have accumulated through the years. As I said earlier, this is our 45th year. One of the byproducts of being around for 45 years is you accumulate so much material that storing it and being able to show it to everyone becomes a bigger and bigger challenge, and that's why we think this is a year for us to really start to take a serious examination of how we can take the Society into the future. The Society decided we had accumulated so much material that we needed to utilize the entire building. So we began to use the sanctuary for a number of special events, guest speakers. Now we use it for some of our fundraising activities. And the storage rooms have become dedicated to different things. There's a room that deals with photographs and artwork, a room dealing with small artifacts, a room that deals with large artifacts, a room for preparing new exhibits, and a room for rare documents, and a room for clothing and textiles and fabrics. Those rooms are filled up. And so one of the things we've been taking a look at is how can we maximize our use of the building?
Phase 1 of this capital campaign is going to be to raise $750,000 to make us ADA compliant and to do the electrical upgrades that are necessary to do that. And the other piece is very important also. Our artifacts, many are very old and date back well into the 1800s and older, need to be kept in a climate-controlled setting where the heat and humidity is kept uniform. And currently, the second floor, we are keeping the humidity uniform, but there is no form of HVAC. And so that budget of $750,000 is going to include putting air conditioning and heating to that second floor and keep all of the archives that everyone in Phoenixville has donated to us safe and secure for many generations to come. The Historical Society of Phoenixville has just been a wonderful place to be a part of, and we look forward to getting your donations so that we can preserve that history and take it on to years and years from now. The Dave Freezes and Roger Rapps and Hal Ayers of the past, all who are gone now, have set the stage, and now it's our turn to take it to a new level.